hope you found a seat or a floor this time around. I want to thank some of our teacher choreographers who participated this evening in making original pieces. Danita Shaheen, Mariah Reisberg, Wizard Kawasa, created original pieces for the evening. That takes not just their time and their heart and their soul, it takes the dancers' time and their heart and their soul. And in New York City, all three of those are hard to get. Time, heart, and soul. But they all did it. And the original pieces are such a joy. It's the first time they've ever been seen this evening. They're really for tonight. They're for Jan, but they're for you, and they're for us. And I thank all the teachers who are here also. Tammy's here, Yuka Kawazu's here. Who am I missing? Simon Kazanson is here somewhere. Yukiko's here. Our fantastic teachers that are part of our family here at Valley Arts are here this evening. I'm going to say a brief sentence. Kenny's going to raise a glass, so I hope you have a glass of wine with you. And I just wanted to make a quick comment about Jan, who we all knew as a friend, as a boss, as a mentor, as a buddy, all those things mixed together. But he had a wild life. Indeed. He had one of those lives that I think it's like a Quentin Tarantino film. And he would tell me stories that would curl my hair about his youth in Rotterdam and in Amsterdam in the 70s and 80s. And I just think it was such a testament that he had such a very crazy life. He and Easter forged out a union, came back, ran the studio, and he wanted to be in New York City when he passed. He wanted to be here, and I just think that's really lovely. This was his home. He was at home, he was healthy, and he was comfortable. And that's, I think, all I would ask for Jan. So I just wanted to share that his life was really one for the books, and sadly, he didn't tell me half of the stories. Just one. Kenny, I hand it over to you.
As most of you guys know, I'm sure, the open class dance scene in New York is a rather motley and diverse, full of colorful characters. Those who knew Jan would be 100% in agreement that in that cast of colorful characters, he was one of a kind. As Stephen said, Jan came together with Easter to New York to run a dance studio, despite the fact that he knew nothing about dance. So, little English. He never saw this as an independent. He didn't hide behind it, rather he embraced it. From his rather goofy humor, I remember a few days after he arrived, a pair of wooden shoes were hanging on the dressing room door, with a little note saying, "Point shoes from Holland." To his, rather over-the-top approach to holiday decorations, for which the studio became famous. To his willingness to approach a noted ballerina after class and say, "Oh, you are very good. I like when you move your arms so." Jan did this with great zeal and enthusiasm. And it was that enthusiasm that showed through. It was not really important that he didn't speak English that well or didn't know much about it. He was very happy before and after class to engage in long conversations with students, completely undeterred by the fact that he didn't understand even 50% of what they said. It didn't matter. It was the intention that shone through, the care. In a similar vein, although Jan was actually a shrewd businessman and cared about the financial future of Valley Arts, he was tremendously generous, personally and professionally, to students and staff alike. On the professional level, his vision of Valley Arts rising was everybody rising. Students, teachers, pianists, he wanted all of us to rise. On the personal level, he was very sensitive to individual circumstances and more than willing to make accommodations that anybody needed in order to keep them as what he viewed as part of a genuine family. Jan was also well known for his love of hosting parties, big and small. A personal favorite of mine, a rather small one, and for an eccentric reason, was that he just loved to bring in these Subway sandwiches every Thursday for everybody. And the reason that I personally find it endearing is that after many, many years in America, he continued to refer to these sandwiches as bread. A rather literal translation from Dutch. But I'm more serious though. When Easter was done at North Cancer, Jan's efforts were truly heroic to make sure that she was maintaining the maximum level of comfort, that she got the best care possible, and also that the studio functioned at the highest level possible. I do think this took a great toll on him. And he looked tired in the last few years, I have to admit. Nonetheless, he always helped out at the struggle. And he was truly happy here. And he continued to imbue our studio with his unique and generous spirit. We miss him greatly.
To Jan!
Thanks, Mr. Jan.